All right, and for the Drawing Studio Skill Builder, we're going to use some drawing tools. We'll be using a ruler to create forms. And so form is the element that refers to shapes that have 3 dimensions. So right now these shapes are 2D. They have height and width, but they don't have any depth. They don't look like they're sticking back into space. Forms have height, width, and depth, and they can be viewed from multiple sides. So one-point perspective is one of the easiest ways to make shapes into forms. One-point perspective uses a horizon line, so here's our horizon line, and a single vanishing point, that's our vanishing point, to create a sense of depth, create that 3rd dimension like it's going back into space. Draw lines from the edges of the shape back to the vanishing point. So you are going to draw lines from the corners of the shapes to that vanishing point. But the corner that you would have to draw through the shape to get to that vanishing point, you don't draw. So if I put when you're starting and using a ruler as a tool, you take your pencil, you put your pencil at the starting point, then you put your ruler against your pencil, line up your ruler with your pencil, and then the other end of your ruler, you're going to line up with the vanishing point, hold it, and draw a straight line. That's how you get your line to match and match up with the corner of the shape and the vanishing point. So pencil on the corner of the shape, ruler against the pencil point, then turn the ruler until it touches the vanishing point, then draw your straight line. So I said that we wouldn't use the corner, that you would go through the shape. So if I put my pencil here, put my ruler against my pencil, line up with the vanishing point, I would have to draw through the shape to get to that vanishing point. So I won't do this corner. And then this corner, ruler against my pencil, line up with the vanishing point, and draw my line. So now this shows height and width, but it also goes back into space and shows depth. Now this shape, the way we've drawn it, it's going back into space forever. It's just continuously going. If you wanted to chop it off so it was more of a cube or a box, you would use the front edge of the shape and the top edge of the shape to draw an L line here to chop that off. So I'm going to take my ruler, line my ruler up with the side of the square, slide it, keeping it straight. I'm not turning it or making it crooked. I'm keeping it straight and then drawing a line in between those 2 diagonal lines. So that's the side of my box. Now, for me, it's easier to turn the paper, line my ruler up with the top edge of the square, then not turning or making my ruler go crooked, keeping it straight, sliding it up until it touches the top corner of that pencil line I just drew. And there's that L line I was talking about. And then you can go and erase the diagonal lines back to the vanishing point. So now we've created a 3-dimensional form, 3-dimensional cube, by drawing the sides of the cube that go back into space. For your star, don't worry about chopping it off. Just chop off the square like I did here with the L line. For the star, let's just do the points to the vanishing point. So I put my pencil on the vanishing point, line my ruler with my pencil. I'm always putting my pencil down first, then ruler, then drawing my line. Okay, I would have to go through the star from this point, so I won't do that. And I'm going to stop on this point when I get to the star, so I don't draw through the star to get to that vanishing point. So there is the star looking 3D. I could do these points on the inside. And make it look a little bit more 3D, but as long as you do these 3 corners of the star to the vanishing point, that's good enough. And let's not chop it off. I think it'll be pretty tricky to chop the star off. And that's how you're going to complete this form drawing skill builder.